right now I am joined in the studio by Ernest Sitshebo. I had to ask her what that means and how to say it, Sitshebo, which is muriwo, and muriwo is not greens, guys. Hanzi chicken.
Yes, you can say that again.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm shining.
Very good. I love that. I've never heard that one before. I'm shining. That's I'm going to steal that one. Ernest, you're an accomplished educationalist. You're a curriculum specialist, book editor. You're a reviewer, and you're a human rights activist, humanitarian. You're a poet. You're a writer. You have a lot of hats on you. But which one would we call you first? Which one do you identify yourself with first more? I'm
an accomplished educationist.
Accomplished educationist.
Sure.
That is excellent. Can you just explain what that is? Educationist teacher or?
First and foremost, I'm a professional teacher.
Okay.
I've been teaching for 40 years.
Wow.
I specialize in history and technical vocational education, particularly building technology and design. Yes.
Okay. Where do you teach?
Right now, I am a curriculum specialist at Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education, head office, in the Curriculum Development and Technical Services Department.
Wow. I should shake your hand for
Thank
contributing to our great minds
Sure.
that are coming up. Education is something that is of paramount importance in
Sure.
our lives. So well done to that. But sir, now let's talk about your writing and poetry. What was your initial spark? What sparked you into starting writing?
Being a teacher, we used to produce learning and teaching materials. And now where I am, I do book editing, materials editing, I do evaluation, and I also review books.
Mm-hmm.
Then I met Audrich Ranger.
Right.
Ironically, Audrich Ranger is my former student.
Oh,
I used to teach building technology and design at Wadilaf High School. Now she's my coach in the literary field.
It does say edited and compiled by Audrey Chirende. You know,
Sure.
she was with us in the first hour. She's also
Sure.
with us giving us reviews. So that's fantastic.
Sure.
That is fantastic. Now let's talk about how you balance editing, writing, teaching. How do you balance all of that with the books and the stories that you've written?
Well, it takes a lot of discipline and allotting time to all these activities, and also family life as well.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
Right. And your support system, obviously, they support you fully well.
Sure, the family supports me
That's
fully
excellent. That's excellent. So, in terms of being a historian, what is the most captivating story, maybe in history, that has caught you?
I'm into building technology, the design,
Right.
and building up of the great Zimbabwe.
Right.
Yeah, being indigenous technology with all that precision, and it still stands up to today.
Yeah, we were talking about a word of the day today is vestige. That's
Sure.
like leaving a mark, and it's from all those centuries. It's still standing.
Sure.
And it's still beautiful.
Very beautiful.
So that's the most captivating one. And you obviously, when I speak history, are we talking about local history that you teach, or we were focusing on international history?
I was teaching both African and international history.
Okay.
Yeah.
And obviously, I do know that in our curriculum, we're doing more of our African history now.
Sure, we are now doing the heritage-based curriculum, and we are more into our own.
Yes,
Sure.
which I think is fantastic.
It
And
is.
how do you find that is working with the students?
Well, for the students, I think they are getting it well, because we are doing our own, telling our own narratives, and not narratives from the foreigners, which at times is obscured. So we're telling it as it is.
And based on our history.
Sure.
Okay, so now let's talk about this book, The Ironies of Life. You are a contributor. I do know that there's many other writers that contributed in this book, but you are on chapter 7 and you're talking about dancing in the dark. What is this story about? It's a short story. What is it about? Tell us more about it.
This story is about a symphony phenomenon whereby I was dancing in the dark, dancing to music, but later on, as time went, I realized I was not alone. I was dancing with the angels. Oh. Yeah, and so some people came then to ask me, "What's your name, Mdala?" Then I said, "Oh, I'm Ernest Sitshebo." And then they mispronounced the two names, Ernest. It's Ernest with the meaning E-A-R. Uh-huh. Ernest. And then Sitshebo, and then they mispronounced it. And then the two then asked me, "Where are you from, Dala?" Then I said, I'm a heavenite. I come from heaven. And then they didn't understand that. And they say, "Oh, don't play with our mind, Mdala." Mm-hmm. And then I had to talk to them. That was Mazi and Tembo. Then I talked to them about Jesus Christ, that I'm a heavenite, though I am in the world, but I am not of the world. So as I did that, they were fully persuaded and convicted. They also started dancing. They also realized that they were not dancing alone. They were dancing in the spirit, dancing with the angels as well.
I see. So this story basically is just a picture of getting people to know Christ?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Beautiful. And it's just the one story that you
contributed there.
Okay.
Sure.
And then we also talk about the book Dancing in the Shadows. And in this one, I think this is more poetry.
Sure, it is. All of
poetry.
It is poetry with 19 contributors, brilliant poets.
Right. And you've done 7 poems in this.
I've done 5.
5
Sure.
poems. Tell us about those 5.
There's
this one that says the fleeting nature of time.
Yeah, that time and chance occurs to all. So you have to make sure you use it productively, because it just happens to all. And time waits for nobody. So we need to grab it.
Yeah.
The other one is called The Paradox of Wealth. Maybe this one could be based on Proverbs 30, verse 8 to 9, whereby Solomon asks God that, teach me, Lord, or provide me, Lord. One thing I ask from you, Lord, is not to give me too much wealth or poverty. If somebody's given wealth, then they are going to be very proud and forget the Lord. And then when people are given poverty, then that poverty will then lead the Lord's name into disrepute.
That's very good.
Yeah.
That's very good. And just one more maybe that we can get into, the mask we wear.
Sure.
What is this one about?
Yeah, at times people are not real.
Good.
They pretend. It's pretense. So I was talking about that people should be real in all what they are doing, not to wear a mask, which then says who they are not.
Right.
So people need to be real, and by doing that, you are doing yourself a service, and whatever you do, you do it with truthfully and in spirit.
In spirit. That's
Sure.
fantastic. Like, these are great writings. Where do we find these books?
These books are available at Innovate at
Okay.
bookstores and typocrafters here at Herald House,
Okay.
as well as online on Amazon.
Okay.
Sure.
And how much are the books?
They're going for $10 each.
$10 each.
Just $10.
Chete.
Chete.
And that's very good. Where do we find you on social media?
I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on YouTube. Yeah.
And your name on the...
My name is
It's
Ernest
just Ernest
Sitshebo,
Sitshebo.
and you get me there.
Konapo, ipapo, ipapo.